Good morning and welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. And what a morning! What a morning! Last night it was Liverpool 0, Chelsea 1, and it was fully deserved. Absolutely fully deserved. I've heard some Liverpool fans crowing on this morning. Oh, we haven't got Van Dijk, we haven't got this, we haven't got the other. We've got a team in transition. Some of the biggest buys were on the bench. So, it was. You can only beat what you got in front of you. We beat a Liverpool team last night with Alisson in goal, with Mane, Firmino, and Salah up front. They've got Bayern Munich's probably best midfielder last year in midfield. Andy Robertson, left back, who I personally rate as probably the best left back in the division. And wonder kid, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, who I personally think is not as good as Reece James, but maybe that's my Chelsea bias coming out. I don't know. So yeah, last night I'll keep this brief this morning, but fully deserved. They tried pressing us high. How our passing, which was good against United, was on the whole good again last night, and we just passed our way through them. We'd sussed out that obviously Werner's speed would cause them problems, and so we looked always, even with Rudiger and with Kante, we always looked for a long ball over them, which was good to see. It was good to see that we weren't restricted to trying to walk it in the net. And all good. Werner last night, that disallowed goal, VAR. I've been looking at it this morning, and the only thing I can possibly see is that his arm was offside, and isn't there a directive saying that if you can't score with part of your body, it's not offside? So I'd love VAR to come out and explain exactly why that was disallowed. I didn't even think there was a chance of it being disallowed. You know, when I looked at it and they put their little lines up, if that is offside, then I think the offside rule it's not being used for what it was meant for. It was meant to stop goal hanging, and these little lines. You know what? If there's not space between the forward and the defender, it shouldn't be offside as far as I'm concerned. Simple as that. Look at that. We've got movement on the camera this morning. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. I'm back in the middle again. I'm probably making you seasick this morning because I'm doing it on my mobile while I'm away from my base. So let's get straight down to it. Really. Well, one thing: Martin Tyler and Jamie Carragher. Jamie Carragher, we had last night. We had Gary Neville on Sunday. You shouldn't be allowed to co-commentate on your own side. And that Martin Tyler, oh Jamie, you wouldn't have done that, would you? Oh Jamie, you wouldn't have done this, would you? Oh, just go and get a room. Just go and get a room. It's horrible to listen to, that sort of suck it up. Anyway, that's my one gripe from last night, which means Chelsea must have been really, really good. Still things we can improve on, but on the whole, excellent. So, and we're up in the fourth position, even though teams have got games in hand. We've got to play them. It's in our hands now, boys. It really is. Oh, and girls, because there's some girls that watch this, and I thank you as well. So, yes, Mendy in goal. I thought Mendy was very, very good last night. Come and caught a couple of excellent balls in the air, out quick to I think it was Mane when he was through. Good. I think he comes in for a lot of stick that he don't deserve. You know, people saying, "Oh, he'll make a good second goalkeeper." Yeah. But what's he done? What's he done wrong at the moment there was that mistake against Everton when he gave a penalty away. I just don't see the need. If you get one of these top keepers, then fine. But I just don't see the need for us to keep being on about a goalkeeper. Maybe you guys and girls will disagree, and if you do, let me know. And let me know what he does wrong. Let me know what's so bad about his game, because personally, I can't see it. Yeah, he parries sometimes when he could catch, but against Manchester United, that's the first time I've seen him actually parry it back into a danger area. Normally he parries it away. So yeah, please tell me, because I just don't see it, and I'd like to be sort of enlightened on it, because maybe people are seeing things that I've missed. So Mendy gets a 7 from me. Right back, Reece James started off, to be fair, a little bit sloppy. Gave a couple of balls away, but on the whole, I think it was a good choice to put him there instead of Callum, because we did need him defensively, and he stuck to his job. He stuck to his job pretty well. I watched one passage of play where he'd let his man go, and I thought, oh, you haven't learned. But he pelted back. He absolutely pelted back. He had a epiphany. Yeah, that's my big word for the morning. He had an epiphany. I thought, no, I've got to get goal side. And to be fair, the lad did. Few good crosses, but defensively he was sound after the first sort of 10 minutes. And for that reason, Reece James gets a 7.5 from me. In the middle, we had Aspie. Some good blocks. Gave it away a couple of times, but I'm picking hairs. A good all-round performance. He was a good leader last night, and for that reason, he gets a 7.5 too. And then we had Christensen, and I've got to say, I thought Mount was absolutely brilliant last night. I thought Werner was very, very good. But I'm going to give a joint man of the match today. And the first one of the pair is Christensen, who I'm giving a 9. Now, you know my views on Christensen in the past, but you know what? The boy is gradually, minute by minute, proving me wrong. I thought he was solid. I thought he was good in the air. His concentration was good. He was playing the ball out. I've got nothing bad to say about his performance last night, and he gets a 9 from me. Rudiger, one absolutely shocking ball. I think it was around about the 10th or 15th minute, where Liverpool of last season would have capitalised on it. I don't know what he was doing. He sort of played it sideways straight to their forward. I think it was Salah. But like I always say, and some of you do disagree with me, Rudiger has always got a mistake in him. And that was his moment. And after that moment, brilliant. Played really, really well. So for that reason, Rudiger gets an 8 from me last night, because he was pretty solid after that moment. Chilwell got forward well, defended well. He's so sort of safe most of the time and secure. You don't notice his performance, but yeah, it was good. He got up and down the flank, hard working. Yeah, always allowing an overlap. Can't see anything bad about his game. I suppose a couple of balls he put in could have been a bit better, but no, all round a very good performance from Ben Chilwell. But defensively, I could see why he got picked above Alonso. So yeah, we're going to give. I'm going to give Chilwell an 8. Then in midfield, Kante, I thought, was absolutely excellent last night. A lot of his work doesn't get noticed because he's always doing it. Filling in space, starting attacks, breaking up attacks. Over the course of 90 minutes, a couple of bad balls, but on the whole, what a dynamic little guy that bloke is. I could watch him all night, and he gets an 8.5 from me. I thought everything that was good about Chelsea. That ball that he put forward for Werner, it was, and another one he put forward. I remember for Mount, brilliant. I think it was Kante that set Mount up. Well, not set him up, but gave him the pass for a goal. Brilliant. Played well last night. 8.5. Jorginho really put a shift in. I've made some notes here. Put a couple of decent tackles in, but on the whole, weak on the tackle. I think if there's one criticism that I took out of last night, is that sometimes we had 2 or 3 players going to tackle one Liverpool player, and for some reason or another, the Liverpool player still had the ball. And a lot of times when it happens, it's Jorginho. He did some very good things. I think I can think of a couple of good balls last night. Always trying. I tell you what, I did put about Jorginho when was it Firmino pulled him back in the first few minutes of the game and didn't get booked. His shirt was about 6 foot long by the time the ref blew his whistle, but no booking. And I just thought if he books anyone after this, it's going to be a farce, because that was a booking all day long. But yeah, Jorginho, I personally, and I know again a lot of you disagree with me, I cannot see what he gives to the side that Billy Gilmour doesn't. And in fact, Billy Gilmour is stronger in the tackle, even though he's smaller. I personally don't see it. But he was okay last night. Lots of good stuff. Lots of not so good stuff. Gave it away in danger areas a couple of times. I'm going to give Jorginho a 6.5 last night. Mason Mount. What a goal. Took it brilliantly. Probably could have had another one. Everything that was good really going forward last night had Mason Mount involved. The boy is just turning into some player. And I remember reading them, all them social media posts, particularly from overseas supporters. Oh yeah, he's only in the team because he's the son of Lampard, and it's only because he's English. Oh, frightening. The lack of appreciation of a real talent. And I'm glad he's sticking it up, all the haters. Last night, sublime, and he's going to get a 9 from me and joint man the match along with Christensen. So, Ziyech. My enigma, Ziyech. Done some great stuff last night. Good shot. Tested the keeper. Couple of excellent passes. Looked a lot more energised. Looked as if he was wanting to be there. Defensively, it was in and out. You couldn't rely on him to get back, but a lot of the time he did. He put pressure on players. I thought he was as good as I've seen him for a while last night. And for that reason, Ziyech is going to get a 7.5 from me. Werner last night, there was the one that went through and he tried lifting it over Alisson, and I've got on my notes, why didn't you diving header probably was the way forward to catch Alisson off of his off balance. Probably the way forward, but there you go. He was there to miss the VAR disallowed goal, which to me was a goal all day long, and it was a beautiful finish. I felt sorry for him, and really he was a pain in the neck to him all night. And what he did do, he got back defensively, and he takes players with him. He takes players with him that allows the Mounts of this world, and the Ziyech's a bit more room. It was a pain in the neck to him all night. I really thought he put a good performance in, and lost it a couple of times during the 90 minutes. But then they wouldn't be human. I'm being hypercritical of an excellent performance, and last night Werner gets an 8.5 from me. Won't score the subs. Havertz looked lively when he came on. It was a good all round team performance, and you've got to take your hat off to the manager Thomas Tuchel, who I thought got the tactics spot on. I love Frankie Lampard, but it looks as though he's not going to take any shite from the players, doesn't it? How that pans out, as we've seen with Super Frank, they were playing some great stuff under Frankie Lampard, but I don't think I've seen the passing as precise as it is at the moment for a long while. Tuchel got the tactics spot on. Got the team selection. I would have gone for Gilmour instead of Jorginho, but that aside, got the team selection spot on, and who am I to argue with him? As I always say, he gets the big bucks for a reason, and last night we saw it. So last night, Thomas Tuchel gets an 8.5 from me. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Liverpool really restricted to one shot in the 80th minute, and that Mane chance where, crikey, he should have put that away. I think most of us would have put that away in our sleep. But there you go. That's it. You can miss. It's all right sitting in your armchair saying, "Oh, he should have scored that," and I'd have put that in with my eyes closed. But you and I know that it's a bit different when you're running at speed and you're trying to take it first time like he did. So that was it. They restricted to that really, and when you work out, we should have had that VAR goal allowed, and perhaps we could still have been a bit more clinical. Well, we could. Things are looking good. It's a good morning to be a Chelsea fan, and no doubt there'll be some out there that find something to moan about. But I thoroughly enjoyed the game, and I'm going to enjoy the day as I gently sober up. Well, thanks for watching these. If you do watch them and enjoy them, then please subscribe, and I should talk to you after the Everton game. Have a good finish to your week. Up to Chelsea.